Hello and welcome back to Intellify. My name is Yash and in this video we will be discussing Class 12 Politics in India since Independence, Chapter number 4, India's External Relations. And now we are going to discuss the third question of this chapter. So let's have a look. The question here says, why did Nehru regard conduct of foreign relations as an essential indicator of independence? State any two reasons as examples to support your reading. Well, as we know, foreign policy is the sum total of principles, interests, and objectives that a state formulates while conducting its relation with other states. For a newly independent country, the task of shaping and conducting its own foreign policy and relations with the aim of preserving its territorial integrity and sovereignty assumes much more significance as it is an essential indicator of the country's independence stance on matters relating to foreign affairs and not being dictated by any superpowers. Firstly, for any country, the task of shaping a foreign policy is colossal yet significant. It is essentially an exercise in the choice of ends and means on the part of nation state in an international setting. Every state aims at preserving its own national interest, political independence, and territorial integrity. And it is in this context India framed its own foreign policy after due consideration of the circumstances in which an independent India was born. For instance, birth of an independent India coincided with the end of the Second World War that had devastating effect on the humanity. With the rise of two superpowers in the US and the USSR and the resultant Cold War between them, this this period also witnessed decolonization process and the emergence of the third world countries. Thus, the geopolitical strategy necessitated that India must tread its independent path of foreign policy and not be dictated by any type of power blocks. Likewise, the country faced the challenge of nation building and dealing with religious minorities. The partition of the country had already left terrible imprints on its social demographics. India faced the challenge of economic growth and development alongside countering poverty and inequalities. All this necessitated an independent foreign policy and friendly relations with countries. Thus, from the above examples, we can say that the following an independent foreign policy guided by its own national objective was in the interest of India. India was determined in playing a proactive role and in reducing tensions between the US and the USSR. And also, NAM suited India's present need of keeping her independent identity and sovereignty intact. My name is Yash. Hope you understood well. Thank you.